wrap for Melody Cherie Rogers on Love and Marriage Huntsville. She's officially announced that she will not be returning to the reality TV series. Look, there have been a lot of signs that Melody was done with OWN, that she was done with Carlos, because she unfollowed him. She's said some things on social media, and most recently, she revealed some things about her issues with the show and how it's being produced. And someone, a producer on her show, basically wanted to be her TV manager, and when she said no, she felt as if there was retaliation.
Today, we're diving into the truth about the ratings for Love and Marriage Huntsville after Melody Cherie walked away. If you've grown tired of the same recycled drama and want to hear what's really happening, stick with me. And yes, the numbers speak louder than any cast member, louder than any spin. Trust me, the data doesn't lie. Stay with me until the end because we're going to break down the ratings, the reactions, the drama, and how the show has shifted drastically since Melody stepped out. Let's get real here. No Melody means no blueprint. No blueprint means no direction. When the new season premiered without her, the numbers told the story. The debut pulled in just 219,000 viewers and a .03 demo rating. That's already shockingly low for a franchise that once carried real cultural weight. But it got even worse. The very next episode fell to only 197,000 viewers, a 10% drop, with the demo sinking to .02, a new series low. That isn't a coincidence. That is the audience using their remote controls to send a clear message. We can't and won't watch without Melody.
What's going on? I got too much I'm doing. I can talk to you and give you some advice, but you gotta want to do it. I can't spend a whole lot of time talking if you ain't trying to grow. You ain't trying to grow, you ain't trying to evolve. I can't even spend a whole lot of time talking to you. And you do opposite of what I say, or you ain't listening, and and that's just, I've had that situation multiple times in life. And it's like the person has to want to grow and be better and do better. And my hope, what I want for all of us, is I want all of us to grow. Every day is a day and an opportunity for us to grow.
Sure, the following week, the ratings ticked back up by 3,000 viewers, crossing 200,000 again. Some people wanted to celebrate that as a rebound. But let's be honest, 200,000 is still flat, and a gain of 3,000 means almost nothing in the bigger picture. That's not a recovery. That's not growth. That's desperation disguised as good news. The truth is, the show has had a gaping hole since Melody left. She brought authenticity, vulnerability, and unscripted, raw drama. She gave the series its heart. Carlos King may have thought he could slot in anyone else and keep things moving, but that's not how loyalty works. That's not how storytelling works. Fans don't forget when someone disrespects the person they've been rooting for since season 1. And they're not going to stay tuned to watch stale storylines with no depth and no real emotional core. You can add all the forced arguments, fake romances, and luxury vacations you want. It doesn't matter. Viewers can tell the difference. And the difference is Melody Cherie. Now, let's talk about the cast. Melody gave balance to the group. She offered a counterpoint. Without her, everything feels one-sided. Martel Holt may still be stirring the pot with his drama, scandals, and chaos, but without Melody beside him, he just looks like another loud man desperate for relevance. Marcel and Letitia Scott have been trying to take the spotlight, but honestly, it feels like we've seen it all before. Letitia keeps pretending everything in her marriage is picture perfect, while Marcel dodges questions about loyalty and trust. The audience is tired. It feels like reruns of the same tired script. Kimmy Scott, once seen as the calm, rational voice, has shifted into a position of neutrality that looks less like wisdom and more like misplaced loyalty. She knew how Melody was being treated. She saw the shade, the disrespect, the whispering confessionals. Instead of speaking up, she chose to stay neutral, which ended up looking like betrayal. Viewers noticed. Over and over again, Melody was thrown under the bus, criticized in private while being smiled at in public. Go back to season 1, it's all there. At first, the shade was light, But over time, it grew darker, sharper. Letitia questioned Melody's status as a power couple. Kimmy made sly comments about whether Mel was really who she appeared to be. They didn't stand beside her. They tolerated her because she carried the show, and now that she's gone, they have nothing fresh to offer. Meanwhile, the show itself is stuck in the past. They keep trying to recycle the old drama, but the spark is gone. Ratings prove it, cast interactions prove it, online fan reactions prove it. The excitement isn't coming back with overproduced arguments, staged dinners, or ominous background music. Carlos King and Marceau even mocked fans, shading men who supported the show from the very beginning. They forgot that those same fans built the platform they're still standing on. Now, the numbers are catching up. When Ready to Love or Heart and Hustle numbers are released, the reality will be obvious. Love and Marriage Huntsville is no longer #1. That's because the formula is outdated. You can't keep pushing the same cheating storyline year after year without accountability, without receipts, without genuine healing. Viewers see through it. It's not storytelling anymore, it's recycling. The shift to put more focus on the husbands completely backfired. Instead of giving insight, it just amplified the disrespect. Men interrupting women, crossing boundaries, picking fights for a few seconds of camera time, it wasn't entertaining, it was toxic, and the audience tuned out. Reality TV viewers want something real life, real struggles, real growth. They want to see conflict, yes, but also resolution. They want to see healing, not staged chaos. Without that, the show becomes noise, and people walk away. That's why those 3,000 extra viewers don't mean a comeback. If anything, it means confusion. Some people probably tuned in too early or by accident. But once they connect with other shows like Love and Marriage DC or Heart and Hustle Houston, which deliver fresh vulnerability and chemistry, Huntsville looks flat. And here's the key point. Chemistry cannot be faked. Connection cannot be manufactured. A sisterhood that never truly existed on this show can't suddenly appear because producers want it to. Fans on social media are speaking loud and clear. Huntsville needs a total reboot. The current drama is recycled, tired, and going nowhere. Viewers want growth. They want new stories. They want bold narratives that inspire, not repetitive conflicts that never resolve. Many of the original cast members seem stuck in the same place they were 5 seasons ago. That's one of the biggest complaints. After watching their journeys for years, fans feel like nothing has progressed. The relationships are still shaky, the money stories are unclear, the emotional maturity is stagnant. It's frustrating to invest years in characters who refuse to grow. From Kimmy flip-flopping between sides, to Letitia and Marceau rehashing the same trust issues, it's all repetitive. Viewers are bored, annoyed, and sometimes even angry. They want something new. Bringing in fresh faces could save the franchise. New couples bring new dynamics, authentic rivalries, unexpected alliances, and unfiltered conversations. Younger, ambitious couples building real legacies, professionals making moves, families balancing love and business. That's what fans are asking for: representation of Black excellence, resilience, and modern reality. The Huntsville area is full of untapped stories and voices. It's time to showcase them. Instead of leaning only on old cast drama, the show could highlight influencers, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and new power couples. Show us real estate moguls making deals. Show us mothers balancing corporate success and family. Show us couples breaking generational cycles. But instead, we're stuck watching the same tired fights. Cheating scandals that go nowhere, storylines that are so predictable you could write the script yourself. Someone cries, someone lies, everyone yells, and then at the reunion, nothing changes. It's stale. Reality TV has evolved. Audiences demand more depth, more honesty, more vulnerability. Authenticity is what resonates today. That's why other franchises have survived shakeups. The Real Housewives swapped out entire casts and came back stronger. Huntsville could do the same. This doesn't mean erasing history. It means holding cast members accountable when they stop delivering compelling stories. If a couple has nothing to share, it's time to step aside. The show must move forward. And let's not forget the original vision of this franchise. Love and Marriage Huntsville was supposed to be about Black love, success, and real challenges. It was revolutionary at one point. But now, the focus has shifted too far toward manufactured drama with no reward. To restore its magic, the show needs new blood, with inspiring stories, ambitious dreams, and real emotional stakes. Fans are making their voices heard across Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and petitions. They're not being cruel. They care. They want to save a show that once felt fresh, bold, and groundbreaking. They don't want to see it die this slow, painful death. But if Carlos King and Own don't act fast, it may be too late. Even loyal fans won't stick around forever. Right now, some cast members are clearly dragging out their personal storylines for screen time. That stalls the whole show. When one person refuses to evolve, the group as a whole stagnates. Injecting new energy would force everyone to step up or move on. Think about it. Season 11 could be the start of a new era if producers take bold action. But if they drag their feet, the audience will move on, because fans don't forget. We remember how Melody was treated. We remember the lack of support. We remember the shade thrown behind her back while pretending everything was fine in public. That can't just be erased. The viewers saw it all. And that's the real story. The fans are awake, the ratings reflect the truth, and the future of Love and Marriage Huntsville depends on whether producers are willing to listen and change. Thanks for staying until the end. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more updates, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters, and together we'll keep uncovering the truth behind the drama. Until next time, stay tuned.